thousands of people here in France, ready to see the world's greatest endurance sports car race. And LeBron James says it's time to go! Here in Le Mans, the centennial occasion, the all-Ferrari front row. Let's go! Nicholas Nielsen, James Collado.
Ferrari slot to the front. Here comes Buemi, I believe, to the inside of Collado. Locked up, brakes by Nasser. Up and over the curb, trying to survive. One of the Peugeots takes to the escape road there, as does Sebastian Bourdais in the gold nose-coloured Cadillac there, middle of the pack.
Oh boy, get through there cleanly. That was pretty sketchy, and Felipe Nasser was lucky to get away with that. So too was one of the Peugeot drivers, whether that was Nico Muller, not sure. But out front, Ferrari 1-2 on this opening lap, followed by the two Toyotas.
This is where I get into the air.
On the outlap, I saw the double wave yellows being waved at the first chicane, and Alessandro Pueguidi is in the gravel trap and therefore is not going anywhere, fresh out the pits.
Goodness me.
Huge work from those guys to have nearly a minute lead over the Peugeot.
First chicane down at Marshall's post 11, and he's lost it on the way in, hasn't he?
So many has done this on cold tyres, whether it be the drying track or whether it be coming out the pits. They're going deep into the first chicane, and is this the same deal?
The water just, oh look, he's pointed it over the curb. And has he hit? Yeah, no, he's just spun in sympathy for the Porsche. Was it the Glickenhaus ahead making contact with the Porsche that's just distracted him, and he's completely spun in sympathy, corporate karting style?
Unbelievable here at Le Mans. They can't drive it out of the gravel. It can be lifted up, it can be placed back on the tarmac. And now, critically, he doesn't want to lose more.
They can get back in it. There will surely be, in a race like this, another safety car that will put them back in the action. But if he doesn't stay on the lead lap with this snatch, he's in really big trouble here. So we will watch as he descends through the order, Pueguidi. But he's not far away. He's not far away from being...
He's going to be lapped now.
He's not far away from being a lap back already.
The Peugeot's through the first sector.
Oh, he's going to just get away with it, look. Shaking the rocks off, and then he needs to really move if he's going to stay on the lead lap.
Peugeot coming out of Tete Rouge right now. Ferrari out of the first chicane. So at the moment he is still on the lead lap. Here's the exterior view.
So
the Porsche spins.
Yeah, so there's the contact between what I think's one of the Glickenhauses and the Porsche. Pueguidi is unsighted by the Porsche, doesn't know where he is in the chicane all of a sudden. And it is so confusing when all of a sudden you have headlights looking at you like that, but panics onto the brake pedal. And we know how difficult these hybrid LMDHs are on the brakes, and he just cold tyres, straight loops it in the middle of the first chicane.
So that's Richard Lietz and Romain Dumas making contact with each other, would you believe? Dumas in the 708 machine and Lietz in the 911 Porsche. Unbelievable scenes which caught out the leader here. Welcome to our viewers of Quest. You join us at an incredibly dramatic moment. We've just seen the leader of the race, the 51 machine, spin out of the lead and coming in.
Oh,
it's the Toyota.
The 7 Toyota. And they've come together, surely, somehow. JMW Ferrari smoking and looks to be out of the race. The 7 able to continue in the hands of Kamui Kobayashi. And he's making his way slowly then out of Tete Rouge, the 7 car. What has happened between the GT Traffic and the leading Toyota Hypercar?
This would have been coming into a slow zone where they were retrieving the Ferrari. And is it like...
It is a bit of rear guard action being fought by the Rexy car at the moment. There you go. There's the reason they call it the Rexy. And meanwhile, some take all the sleep you can get, even if it's a couple of hours.
Well, it's going to start getting exciting, so get it in now.
I think so. I think so. Okay, Kessel racing out front. Then it's Iron Dames. They're in the mix for this one, but out of sequence. Then you've got the AF Corse. Yellow flag is out there, more action to come. It is all in the mix at the Le Mans 24 hours. Why do we have a yellow flag is the question from the commentary box at this point. It's going to be a nice move in the final corners of the racetrack. And nicely done there. So the 86 moving past up to 5th. That stuffed dinosaur has got more airtime than some cars in the race. That's what happens if you put a great livery on the car. Are we going to get an indication for why we had the yellow flag? Yes, we are. Big hit into the barrier. And that is a moment to bring out a...
One up. Clearly, there's an issue that's come through this race with that bonnet, because the 25 car evidence that one of the essential items in the sports car racing toolbox, racer tape, has been used to try to secure that.
Kevin Estre just set the fastest lap of that car, the race. The 6 car on a 28.9, followed by Mikael Jensen in the Peugeot at 29.9, their fastest lap. So it's a fast time. Oh, big lock up there for the number 6 car.
Yeah,
And in the gravel, he is absolutely pushing it.
Isn't he just? It halved the gap. Under 8 hours to go now. That was a huge lock-up. Got too deep in there, didn't he? And almost.
Just a couple of wheels in the gravel.
The margins here are so tight. Graham Goodwin with...
And side by side, almost on the exit. Slightly balked there by the Volkswagen Ferrari.
Buemi's not had any luck in traffic. That's twice now in the space of half a lap. He's been blocked by traffic, and now he's going to lose the position unless he can just... He's got the inside position going to the chicane.
He's going to force it here.
Yep. And he gets it
so
done.
close.
Oh, my heavens. Alessandro Perguidi, much to the delight of his crew. Corvette has a substantial lead of 1 minute and 19 seconds, but any
Toyota.
No, but that was down at Arnage where we saw the recovering Bourdais. That was coming out of Arnage before Porsche curve. So this is a separate incident. I think it's only just happened because I saw the yellow. Here we go.
Just lock the rear brakes.
It is the rear. So yeah, sorry, it is Arnage, but it was the rear.
Oh,
that's
exactly
exactly what Hartley was talking about.
Off the barriers.
That's exactly what Hartley was.
10 seconds time, one thing changes, and that's the safety car rules.
Yep. We will be into the final hour of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Right now, you just saw the Corvette that leads in GTE AM. OMG by TF, the Oman racing team. Charlie Eastwood, that. Aston Martin is in second. And the Iron Dames, Rahel Fry, still in third place ahead of Rexy, the green T-Rex livery Project One Porsche of Matteo Cairoli. And he is getting on for 40 seconds behind. And there it is. 3 o'clock Central European summertime on the Rolex clock above the start-finish line. We have an hour to go.
On, I'm sure what will be a phenomenally emotional tour of the Circuit de la Sarthe. 12.626 kilometres to take it all. The glory, the headlines, but most of all, the win at this great race. And what a race it has been. In-depth look at the tribunes, absolutely rammed. But how many of these cars have actually won? Martin Avon, bring them home.
24 hours ago, everyone was a winner. One of the busiest grids I've ever seen in motorsport, and what looked like one of the most relaxed. Everybody excited just to start the Centenary Le Mans, to be part of a packed field of talent in GTE AM, in LMP2, and especially in this burgeoning hypercar class. And for everybody, a capacity audience of more than 300,000. The celebrations that had built up to it, it was just a big party waiting for the starting signal. And 24 hours later, quite incredible history is going to be written here again at Le Mans. The last time a factory-entered Ferrari raced in the 24 hours, it finished in second place 50 years ago. 50 years later, the team again started from pole position. And they're on the final lap of this epic voyage. Car rolled out at Tirano less than 12 months ago, beginning the physical part of this development program of the 499P. And the Ferrari AF Corse team have worked relentlessly since, testing, formatting, homologating the car, and then bringing it to America, taking it to Sebring to start the FIA World Endurance Championship season. Ferrari, Cadillac, Porsche, Glickenhaus and Floyd Van Wall came here to take on the established benchmarks, the multiple winners, the 5-time consecutive Le Mans winners, Toyota Gazoo Racing. And they all had a chance to lead. Almost every car in Hypercar at some stage led the race. Toyota lost a car early, Ferrari lost a car early in the night time, and Peugeot and Porsche struggled more perhaps than would seem fair. But in the end, one team only can come away with victory, and incredibly, it seems that Ferrari will complete that fairy tale story. Half the history of this race has gone by without Ferrari. One of its most successful marks, and when they return, they have got 2 GT multiple world champions in the car, and they are going to end up with victory here at Le Mans. And we will have 3 different hypercar brands on the podium. Ferrari in summertime. On Sunday in Le Mans, it is going to be victory in the centenary race for 51, Ferrari AF Corse. And it is Alessandro Pierguidi, I'm sure in floods of tears, who takes the checkered flag. What an enormous moment for the team, for Ferrari fans across the globe, and for that trio of drivers. Ferrari wins Le Mans.
Ale, we won Le Mans!
Astonishing, astonishing race in the LMP2 class. The first ever Polish winners into Europol. Fabio Scherer, who had his foot run over by the Corvette early in the race, has hopped in and out of the car, and with his teammates have brought this tiny, literally family-owned and populated team to the very highest accolade in their division of the sport. Into Europol competition, win LMP2 from WRT with Duquesne in 3rd place. A huge result for that small French team. But look at this, just can't believe the celebrations. Toyota Gazoo Racing, Ryo Hirakawa will bring the number 8 car to the line in 2nd place, ahead of the numbers 2 and 3 Cadillacs. And Corvette Racing will claim victory.
Oh my God, man, I have no words. Thank you, everyone. After 50 years, we are back.
After 50 years, we are back. That will be clipped up and across social media while the caption is still on air.
Antonio Giovinazzi, Ferrari have won Le Mans outright. How does that sound to you? You've all worked so hard.
Yeah, really emotional. I have no word, to be honest. You know, I dreamed this since I was a kid. Now I'm here with Ferrari winning Le Mans. It's just a special day.
I've got goosebumps, so I just cannot imagine how you feel. You can go and celebrate with your team now.
Thank you very much.
Louise Beckett there in the throng of a very Italian party. And Cadillac Racing, what a result for these guys. 3rd and 4th for the number 2 and the number 3 cars. 3-1-1, the Action Express car also running. They get all 3 cars to the line. What a great effort, and great for GM, great for Corvette Racing, their final Le Mans in this format. And great for Ben Keating. He wins again as Nicky Katzberg brings the car across the line.
Fabulous stuff, isn't it, from this effort? 3rd place, by the way, secured after a late